Welcome back to Cartel Tycoon. We are continuing with the needs and tier campaign. We started to develop a bit this region and it's time to get a second region. We're gonna talk to the mayor of the second city to see what he actually wants to give us access, to give us control of the region. Click on the city, click on talk to the mayor. He's been waiting for us. Perfect. He pulls a white cloth, a peace offering. We can't be too careful. This region is plagued by a violent gang. You're in the wrong game if you have no stomach for gangs, Senior Mayor. On the contrary, I am here because I have no stomach for them. If I was going to stop this lawbreaker, I need to become a lawmaker. See? Interesting. As I said, I've been waiting for you. So you want the guerrillas taken care of. Hit them hard. First in their stomach, then in their pocket, then in their own house. I know you're here for control of the region. If you're willing to show me you'll do that, I'll see what I can do. Okay, so we have 4 missions. The first one is to destroy the 6 vegetable farms in that region. And then we're gonna need to do a couple of other things. So indeed, the first one is we need to destroy those farms. Then later we need to destroy this and a couple of elements. To do that, we obviously need to move our lieutenants. This is the same when we took the port. We can also see that this guy here is not fully blue anymore. He's blue-red, which means he's not yet disloyal, he's not leaving us soon, but he's not so happy. And this is mainly because he wants a high terror, whereas I don't like high terror. I don't like to have the cops arresting me or blocking the roads and all of this. This one basically is gonna have to go at some point. But for now, he is very useful because he has 5 power. Anyway, let's take some of our lieutenants. We can take this one and we're going to send them to the first farm. I could also send each to different ones, but basically if I send too many at the same time, I'm going to create a lot of terror at the same time. I want to be careful, not create too much terror, see how it's going to go up. In the meantime, let's also take a look at our research. In particular, we have unlocked over here a passive effect to decrease our upkeep for all of our workshop. We don't have tons of workshop right now, but in the future this will, this is money gain in the long term. So definitely let's do it. Then we can also do that one and continue over this side. Okay, they are on their way. He's fighting for now 5-1, and with those two 12-1. So that should be pretty fast. But as you can see, the terror is going up. If you want to select several lieutenants, you can also press the control button. Here they are, all selected together. You can move them to second one. The terror is still quite low, but as you can see, this is definitely increasing. He's also getting quite disaffected. Soon he'll be disloyal. So I'm going to increase a bit his fee, his salary. Let's also take a look over here. We can see that we are selling, but here we see a warning. As you can see, this transport company here is full. This is a problem. As I said in the past, we want to avoid having anything full. It also means that basically we're wasting, right? We're not selling enough. And this is because I only have 1 transport over here. Let's see if we can't change that by going into my research tree. This one is to add another connection. This is not exactly what we want. We want this one over here, right? To go from 1 truck to 2 trucks. But it does require first to do this one. It's a bit more money, but I think it is worth it on the long run. We're in the manual now. I wanted to show you on the terror. The terror started to increase because we started to fight, right? It will gradually decrease if there are no events causing its growth. Basically, if we don't fight, if we don't make mistakes like this, it will decrease, but very slowly. If we want to make it quicker, we need to ask for favor. There's a couple of different favors there, but the first one is, can we somehow reduce the terror? It will reduce our terror by a lot. So I'm not gonna use it right away because I think my terror is quite low still, but at some point we definitely will. Let's send them to do one more, and also the next research. As you can see, the research are quite fast right now. Most of these research are 1-2 days right now, so they go quite fast. Okay, so with this third one over here, I think we may go over the police level 1. Oh no, we're just below it. And the police one would be a dangerous one because this is full, or this is full, as you can see. This is not great, right? Because then the police would come and close this transport company, which would make us lose a lot of money. But now we actually have 2 transports, as you can see. There's one there, one there. One way I could also increase this would be by upgrading this road, research this new road. But let's see now with 2 trucks if that will stay full or not. Because the next road is 8,000. I think this is a bit too steep for what I have right now. And we're not poor, but I think this is a bit too much for now. I'd rather do those small ones for now and see later on. And we have a new lieutenant. Let's definitely check it out. He's quite low, only 1, no special abilities, but at the same time he's 3. I think, for now it doesn't hurt too much. While this is happening, let's also take a bit of a look outside of a region. Here, for example, we have the Indigenous territory. We can talk to the chief, so let's do it. Yeah, I don't know what he's saying here, but I think he's saying hi. Life is a balance, an agreement. Everything has its equal and opposite. This is Newton's laws. A sin committed once in a while justifies the good. Interesting. Basically saying that he's willing to do a sin for us. A gang took control of our farms. They demanded that our farmers stay and paid us far less. That's not nice. Come on. Need to be fair. How did you free your farmers then? We didn't. The gang members turned on each other. Classic. But I tell you this only so you can see my people, their tradition, their prosperity, their protection. This is who I barter for. Okay. You have my word, Mamo. We'll protect you. But what do you give us? Right now we can't, buy things, for example, they can sell if we were to be friends, I guess. To do that, we have 3 missions. The first, he basically wants us to take from his reserve, they have here in storage, 100 of coca, and then deliver in exchange 20 of dry coca. Unfortunately, if you look at the research tree, you have to look a bit further, because even the drying rack level 1 can only do cannabis. It's the drying rack level 2 that can do dry coca. So we're definitely not there yet. I mean, we can take away the coca, but we won't be able to do this. But at least we know what we have to do. And yes, as I said, maybe let's just take it away, because it doesn't really cost much to do that. So in this episode, we talked to the indigenous territory. Maybe in the next episode, we can talk to the warden or another one. One thing I'd love to do now is start expanding this. To do that, we're going to look a bit at the ratios. And by that, I mean, we're looking at how much we're producing, how much time it's taking, and then how often we can transform that, right? This is taking 5.6 hours to transform 3 and 1 into one of these. And this is taking 14 hours to make 3. So basically, if my math is correct, to have a workshop level 1 like this, working really at full speed, I need 2.5 of these opiums and I need 1.5 of these vegetables. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a second one, and therefore we're gonna have 5 of these and 3 of these. Okay, so that's what I did. We have a second workshop here, third vegetable farms, and now we have 5 opium over here. I deleted the road that was going from those 2 to that side, and instead I've put a road this side, so now it is linked to this one over here. Let's get it built, and hopefully this will mean that we are now producing even more vegetables, and therefore we can sell more. In the meantime, let's make sure we deliver this coca. We're gonna take everything and we're gonna put it in our house for now. Our house has actually quite a bit of storage. If you see, for example, you have 2,500, that is a good storage, and therefore 100, it won't be too much of a problem. Now, one thing to note is that those 2 farms over here are both linked to this warehouse and this warehouse. They're in the range of both, and there is a road. Even if for that one it's quite a long road, it's basically all the way over here, there is a road. What you can do is you can go into this one here and select which one to not go to, right? So you click on it, and here you click to disable. So now this warehouse is gonna stop taking care of those 2, which should enable us, I think, to have enough opium going forward for those 2 workshops. Right now it was a bit low, because some of the opium was being delivered all the way over here. It's not good, not what we want. So one thing I'm gonna do to sort of fix both of my problems at the same time, right? Because I have a problem here where I have too much opium because there was too much reserve over here. And then I have a second problem, which is that here, I don't have enough opium yet, because this is just exactly what we need. What I'm gonna do is I sent one of my lieutenants into this warehouse over here, and he's gonna take all of that opium, deliver 100, for example, and put it into that one. Now this one has some storage, and this one is getting some of it. I could also actually do the same thing where I take this one over here. I'm going to deliver a lot of this opium in one go. It's It's basically adding a third truck. But now, as you can see, we are actually selling, I think, a lot. I may also need to stop one of these. Let's see. Okay, this guy has decided to stop working for us. This is not great. I didn't look at it enough. He's now volatile. He's doing something. He's doing a kidnapping, which has created, of course, a lot of terror. That's not great. So he has attracted the attention of the police. We are now at this level over here. But he's not dedicated, just because he created some terror. Anyway, now that we're above it, let's just go for it. Let's finish this. The only thing is I want to avoid to get federales involved. I'm gonna try to avoid that by being a bit sneaky, and I'll show you how. Is when we're getting close, pretty much now, we're going to go into the city and ask a favor to the mayor. Mayor can be a powerful ally to your cartel indeed. So, I need a favor. Not even a greeting. What, did you sleep with me last night? Or even if you did, you should still say hello. I'm sorry, my friend, but time is money. Pick up, I understand. And I want him to ease the terror. He's gonna tell me, you know, that he may have a solution, I may not like it. Because basically he wants to, you know, make a false rumor about me. Something embarrassing. Like, you know, nah, I won't say. They will lose respect for you. And then basically that means we'll lose the respect loyalty level, which for now doesn't really impact us because we don't even have the respect level unlocked. So we definitely should do it. And with that, as you can see, it's going down, down, down. And so let's make sure we also fight in the meantime. Go, 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 fight. Because now it's going to go back up again. Okay. So we have now the 6 farms, we've taken them. Now we can destroy them. I mean, we could have destroyed them, for example, do burn the building. But now I think it was also cool to just take them all. And we can delete them with this demolished building over here. Let's take a quick look over here how things are going. We are definitely selling a lot over here. This is high, but this is empty now. So I think we should be good, but we are indeed a bit low on opium. There's a lot of opium here, so it seems like this may be more a problem of, you know, I only have one warehouse and this is not enough to take care of both of these. So maybe let's just build another warehouse. Let's see if that will work fine. I mean, we definitely have here a good storage, but not too much. We're selling, but it seems not too much. So I think we're gonna be good. I mean, this was what the calculations were saying. This guy is already disaffected. He really doesn't like that we're never in the right terror level. Can't do any quest right now yet. But what I saw is that we could recruit a new one. If that person. So this is only power 1. This is free. There's no terror level elements. But this is a peacemaker. While this character is in the city, loyalty will grow. This is quite useful. Let's take her. Cool. So we have one more lieutenant. And our terror is quite close to the police level, but at the same time we don't have anything full. So let's do one more fight to do our next mission for the city. Our next mission is to take over this one, this residence, you know, the sort of where the gang is. We can do it. Right, this is, yeah, recapture residence. Here it is, we're fighting. Let's see if we're gonna go over. I think it would be great to actually see before I do an action where it's going to land. But I guess, you know, this is a nice to have. I think we're definitely gonna go above. We're gonna have to be careful. But I don't see anything full right now, so should be good. Okay, yeah, we are above, but at least we have finished. We got the residence. And something is happening. It's not good. It's not good. There's sirens. So the police is here. This is not good. One of our lieutenant turned assassin. He killed someone, you know, that we didn't want him to kill. You disappoint me, my friend. And then what's even worse is that now somebody comes into the room and they attack us from behind. Bastard us. Somebody betrayed us. So we need to kill someone. Don't worry, I have a good idea who to kill. Maybe you already know. This guy. Because this guy, while he was strong, is never happy, right? And he's never gonna be happy. I think this terror level is way too high for me. So we're gonna kill him. The good thing is we have somebody that can kill. This one, you can do silent assassination. The only problem is he's being used over here, so let's just send this one over here. Then this one can attack one. Obviously, something is gonna happen when we kill him, which is not so great, is that everybody else is not gonna be happy, right? You saw maybe those three small, red parts. Everybody sort of their allegiance has changed. They're all decreased, right? They obviously don't like that you killed one of their own, or, one of the gang. So yeah, we have to be careful. It's not like you can just kill everybody all the time. This one, for example, is in the red. I don't like it. His level is giving 3 of power. So I think he's earned a bit of an increase. Let's do the smallest amount for now and see if that's enough. Everybody else still seems to be fine. And with that, we have finished our last mission, because our last mission was actually to kill Lieutenant. Sorry, I should have mentioned it. We didn't have to do anything for the second because we had already done it previously. It was to capture the port. Now we can click here to acquire the city. So the person we killed, that is it, is gone. Puerto Rojas owes you great debt. And I too, you can count on both of us. That's good. Gracias, my amigo. Congratulations, the region is now ours. You can hold on if you're not ready. For example, if you're being attacked on all fronts and you won't be able to protect it, maybe you just wait. But for us, we definitely want it, so let's take it. I have a big plan for the region, and with this, for example, first of all, we can ask some favors. We also take over some of the buildings. There's an university that opens tier 3 and speed up research. There's a circus. We'll need to give some upkeep. We don't really have, so for now, let's pause it. We could also make a third one if we wanted. And most importantly, now we can build whatever we want into this zone over here. Right? And in particular, if we look at the farm, there's still some good farm for the opium. There's normal farms for the vegetables. I don't think there's a perfect one anywhere. And with that, we have also unlocked the respect, the loyalty bar, which is right now at respect level, which is the good one, but not the highest. As you can see, we get some bonuses. Here, for example, we don't lose, if we're above that level, that means we're not going to lose control of the cities. Or above this one, the lieutenants are getting additional power. Hitting above this one, the enemy gang will occur less often. And then this one, the people love you more. So basically, terror will go down faster, which is a pretty good one because our terror is, I always like to avoid the federalists. This is be great if we go down a bit. Now we do see one big problem is that we have too much money. Our dirty money cash in the house is full. This links well to the next thing we need to do because we're gonna start expanding this. Right now we only have, remember, a taxi company, but we have other slots. So let's start building other things. But this will be in the next episode. I hope you liked this one. Don't hesitate to smash the like button if you did. If you have any comments, thoughts, questions you may have. I hope to see you next time.